And I don't know why Chris couldn't join us. And we don't have the intro because it's just me and Bill. It's a very special episode of Stoner Morning Show. And not special because it's not amazing. I mean, or even more amazing than other shows, but it's just different because I am alone.
People say that our style of thinking is special.
That's right. And so I think Shawn and Jay might be joining us later, but I'm going to be having Bill Suter joining us as a co-host today and friend of the show. Bill Suter, that sweater looks like my grandfather's.
Thank you very much.
Is there a name for that type of sweater? Yeah, Chris, yes. And Chris is here too. Okay, good. Chris Raufheisen is here, but you're on you're not muted, but your screen is not working.
What the fuck?
Gotta use your thing.
Can you hear me? Yo,
I can hear you. Yes.
Oh fuck! It's real amateur shit right now. I don't know what's going on.
You're just cursing into a microphone.
Here we go. What's up, you fucking virgins? Hi, Bill. I'm Chris. Nice to meet you.
How's it going?
Doing good, bro. Nice sweater.
Thank you.
I was just asking about that. All right.
Cool.
Sorry. Okay. I was getting that third camera off, so it'll be just for us. All right.
Well, about the sweater, like I bought it, COVID hit, everybody's stuck inside. So I'm like, I'm going to get me some comfy shit to wear. So like, I got these badass like fucking PJ pants and this sweater. And then all of a sudden I realized I got the same sense of style as the dude from the Big Lebowski.
Yeah, the Big Lebowski. The dude.
Yeah. Nice.
Shit.
That's good.
It is like a robe that you could wear outside.
Yeah.
It's like a robe that's socially acceptable to everyone.
Like a Komodo.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
A kimono?
I never thought about that, but that's exactly what a kimono is.
It's the fur kimono. That's what I'm going to call it from now on.
It sounded like you were talking in robot.
Ooh.
What are you going to call it again?
Hair Komodo?
Oh, okay.
Is that Japanese?
What's up, Chris?
Are you saying Komodo? Kimono?
Yeah,
like
Komodo. Like a
Japanese thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Asian. I've never heard of that. I'm Asian. I've never heard of that. So I'm just learning new things today.
You knew exactly what he was talking about.
No, you said I thought a kimono was like the tight red dress that Kill Bill wears. Am I off? I'm ruining the show. I'm sorry. Continue, Bill.
No, that's fine.
I'm ruining.
I'm just so glad you're eating a sandwich while we start a show. Very professional. I love it. That's all right. Chicken nugget. No, you can eat. Dude. If you ever watch,
I was learning there. I
eat all the time.
Wait, so I'm trying to think of the red dress you're talking about.
He's talking about a different type of dress. It's not a kimono. It's the one that has a long slit on the side. It's really tight. And kind of half collar with a little V right there.
Okay.
And it's not a kimono. Because a kimono is a robe, like Bill was talking about.
Like, I thought it was Komodo with a D, right?
It's Komodo with an N. Komodo is a dragon on an island.
Right. There's a giant lizards in Indonesia that eat people.
Oh, yeah. Komodo dragon. Yeah.
It's not a real dragon, though.
The freshman.
Kind of.
You guys, what do you guys, I just want to ask about Norm Macdonald. What do you guys think about Norm Macdonald?
Obviously bummed.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. He's, I never say it, but he's probably the most influential comedian that I've ever met. And maybe even I know he influenced me as a man like nobody else when he raped me.
When he raped you. That's
he influenced me more than anybody else when he raped me.
It was I feel like he might have the real shame is that I think he had more in the tank. He had more.
Yeah.
That's like like I'm not like as a like
That's the real.
like I'm like some people might be sad because they're because he's not around. Like I'm sad because I don't get to hear any new Norm Macdonald jokes. I don't get to hear any new rape jokes and stuff. I love the way just I've watched the Norm Macdonald rape joke compilation probably like a dozen times in my life.
There's other compilations. There's other compilations of different types of jokes.
But he's just so fearless. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't get like that to me is like that's what's special about him. He was so fearless about all this shit. He didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
You know, a story I heard that I hadn't heard yet was of him writing a joke. I think it was Conan O'Brien talking about how he wrote a joke and they practiced it on Friday during the dress run and it bombed, but it was a good joke. And he was talking to the other writer there and was like, "Oh man, that sucked that joke bombed." And Norm was like, "Yeah, we're still gonna do it, right?" And he's like, "Oh, all right." It's like, yeah, you just gotta. If it's good, you do it. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. He was awesome. He was awesome.
He was great. He was the first one to talk. Like he had that last the last thing he put up on Netflix was the Hitler's dog thing.
Yeah,
remember that was called Hitler's dog.
Great way to end it too.
Oh, right, exactly. He ended it on Hitler's dog, and then it just fades to black, and then Hitler's dog as the name of the thing. It was so it's so funny. And it's right, like, dude, you've seen, like, like, right, I've seen so many, I'm a World War II nerd, and Jesus Christ, I kick myself for never thinking about, Hitler. I love Hitler jokes, and, I think it's hilarious. I don't think what he did is hilarious, but I think joking about him is hilarious. And just never, good save.
Oh, I was worried. Whoa.
The conversation was about to take a left turn.
yeah.
Look at this dumb head frozen in technology. All right.
Oh, so FBI. It's okay. It's just I'm on a watch list, so it does that sometimes.
Whenever I just took a screen grab. That was the CIA taking a screen grab.
No, but it's just like he was the first one to make a joke about Hitler's dog. And like that's
a brilliant premise because it's true.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's true. That's what's so amazing.
It is like
if Hitler had a dog, it would love Hitler.
If there's one thing that you can like, none of us are really. I don't know. Hitler was I like to joke that Hitler would be like if he was like our age, if he grew up in our generation, he would be like at an open mic because like he's an artist, so he's like. He would be a fucking artist too. He would be like, "Hey man, good set up there, man. That was a good, nice 7 minutes."
Hey, when you talk about the Jews, really lean into it. Just really go fearless.
Okay, but
really. No, I'm not telling you. I would be a contemporary of Hitler's at an open mic.
Lean into it.
Unsolicited advice.
Well, that's how he got good. Hitler basically was at these open mics talking about like the
politics,
like Germany, yeah. And he was like, and people would be like, "Oh, fucking good set, dude," And eventually he got a following and became Hitler, dude. That's his thing. So like, I'm not saying
that's
Hitler
his thing. His thing wasn't just being Hitler.
Imagine
I'm not
Instagram.
Right.
What's that, Phil?
Hitler's Instagram.
If he had an Instagram, imagine that shit.
Hitler's Instagram. Yeah, dude. The official Adolf Hitler official. That's his name.
He'd be the worst
influencer. How many years until you see a famous person wearing a Hitler mustache? We'll still call it Hitler mustache.
Michael Jordan already did it.
I know, but he couldn't pull it off. Who's the next one?
No shit. Nobody can pull that off.
I'm just saying, it won't happen in 100 years. In 100 years, somebody can't wear that dumb mustache.
I think a Spanish guy could. I think a Spanish guy could pull it off.
You think?
I think a guy, a tan guy. Yeah.
Like the most famous person in the world one of the most famous people in the world, top #1 athlete in the world, couldn't pull it off. How many years?
I didn't even notice. I don't think people notice. I don't want to sound racist, but I don't think people could even notice that he had a Hitler mustache. You know what I mean?
Oh, they did. It was
He
all
totally
over.
did. He was
Yeah.
selling.
Was that
He was
just
selling
me? Was that
Nikes
just
on
a-
an
Yeah,
airplane.
right at it. Like when you
Was
see
that
it,
just-
your eyes just go right at it.
Yeah,
I was just a racist 7-year-old then. I was just a racist 7-year-old boy. I guess. I didn't even know until he had a. I don't think I knew he had a Hitler mustache until the Fruit of the Loom commercial where he's on the airplane.
Yeah, that's it.
And,
that was the only time you have it on recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
And
the
I'm like, oh,
first
shit.
and only time he did that.
Oh, that
Yep.
mustache looks familiar.
Everybody's like, whoa, Michael. What are you doing?
Did he have a Hitler mustache in Space Jam?
No, but LeBron does. I heard LeBron does now, the new one.
Oh, because it's all
Hitler mustache.
propaganda.
That's the plot twist.
I got 40. I only made it like 40 minutes into it, and that whole 40 minutes was just like talking about how great LeBron James was. Like just reaffirming it with, like, the audience.
The new Space Jams?
Yeah,
I didn't know that was out yet, honestly. I thought
it
they
was on HBO for a little bit. Now it's off. They
Okay.
do like this premiere movie for a month.
Oh, we got Clyde. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna bring Clyde Mack. You guys comfortable with that?
Yeah.
All right.
Is he cool with us talking about Hitler?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hitler's Instagram.
I was gonna ask you guys know, but I don't know if Clyde knows about the mushroom. Did you guys read that article I sent you about mushrooms on Mars? JQue
Yeah,
is the
I
one
didn't
who
get
found
the-
that. What do you guys think?
I think it's. I didn't get to read it, but the picture looked rad.
Right?
I don't have a subscription to Popular Mechanics, so it won't
I think
be-
it makes sense. It makes sense that there would be mushrooms there. But
Wait, it makes
could
sense
be-
that mushrooms would be there. Like you were expecting mushrooms to be on Mars? You're not flabbergasted?
But I think
water.
well here's what I think that
Clyde, you're
I got
but by the way,
Well-
hold your thought, Chris. Clyde, I think your microphone is on, but your camera's still off. Okay, Chris, go ahead.
so I'll give an example. So I read something once about on the moon, we actually dump a bunch of bullshit on the moon from our flights. So like when the lunar module or the lunar capsule or whatever the fuck it's called went there, it left a bunch of bullshit on the planet, right? And then you have life, you have some form of life that's on Mars, but we brought it there. You know what I mean? You have bacteria, or you have something on Mars. So my thinking, as soon as I saw the article on mushrooms on Mars, I know that we've been there with rovers. I know we've been there with helicopter drones, right? And like aerial surveillance kind of machines, right? So my first thought is, okay, this is some shit that's been brought with on a mission to Mars, and it kind of like that's what I thought of. That's what I think, maybe. Or
right.
or maybe there's just straight up life on Mars.
That is,
don't know yet.
I'll say this. We are super careful about sanitizing or keeping something, in a box and uncontaminated, right? Bringing it back. But nobody's like hosing us down when we get off the lunar module. They're not
Right.
going into like a detox center or whatever. They're like a air thing.
Yeah.
So yeah. What if
Yeah.
we?
So we might have inadvertently brought, like,
That's it.
if we've landed on Mars, we might have inadvertently brought shit to Mars, like spores, like dude, like how plants reproduce, like, or how mushrooms reproduce. I'm sorry, like, billions of fucking spores, basically. Like even if a little bit of wind or any type of contact touches this plant, right, it releases billions of spores into the atmosphere, and they latch on to certain objects and shit. And like maybe it could even be as simple as there was a mushroom field next to the fucking lunar rover or whatever, as they were prepping it or whatever the fuck, and it just attached onto some wheels. And I don't know.
Spores.
Also, if you think
Spores
also,
live
if
in
you think about-
space. Spores can
Yeah, I'm
live
not
in
saying-
space.
Yeah. Also, I'm not saying there is no life on Mars. That'd be amazing, actually. And Elon Musk and SpaceX, they say there's going to be a crew going to Mars in 2024 at the earliest. That's what That's what Wikipedia says. Actually, if you Google missions to Mars, it says in 2024 that SpaceX is supposed to go there.
Well, that's the game. Who knows? Like, I don't think they're close to that.
Yeah, it could be way the fuck off.
Yeah,
but
because it's been like that since like 2010. They've been doing that. Like I remember when they were looking for the crew of people and shit.
Isn't it like isn't it like a 7-year or 15-year trip to Mars? If we go as fast as we think we can?
I don't think so.
To the internet.
I think it's
do that.
It's like 8 months, maybe.
Yeah.
This is me and if nobody, people might have seen Chris before who's watching, but we co-host a podcast here, Raw Comedy Asia. And in that podcast, we're not allowed to use Google, so there's a lot more misinformation. But here we're allowed to actually learn from our mistakes.
Nice, very professional.
What do you got, Bill?
Good call. Close. Chris is close. It's 7 months.
7 months. Ooh, yeah. 7 months. That's pretty fast. That's not bad.
You're in a space.
No, it's not.
You're in a capsule for 7 months with a bunch of other people, man. That shit's gonna suck.
That's like one premature baby. On mission to Mars flight is one premature one
preemie.
One 3-ounce baby that can fit in my hand.
Yeah, perfect.
People are gonna go
one flushable fetus away. Actually,
you said premature. It was live and fine before. You didn't have to kill the fetus.
I guess I was confused. I don't know. I'm pro-life on Mars. I'm pro-life on Mars.
Pro-life on Mars. Good.
Right. So
I'm guessing neither one of you guys read the article now. I'm going to say one of the things they had taken a picture of an area, and those pictures you saw of the mushroom caps, what it looks like mushroom caps.
Mushroom
or at least, mushroom tip.
Just a bunch of mushroom tips coming out of the red.
And it was black and white pictures, right? Black and white photos. But they had one picture of it like the exterior getting hardened and degrading, if you notice that, which looked a little different. But what they did say was that there was dust. Like one of the scientists thought maybe there was dust that was over rocks beforehand and it blew away. But other scientists were saying, no, it doesn't seem likely. It looks like it actually came out of the ground. I will link the site after I show the thing if anybody wants to read it. I think there's mushrooms on Mars. That does not disprove that Jesus isn't real yet.
It does.
Not yet. I need a...
Totally does.
Tell me why. See, my theory is you get a conscious being that comes from another planet to Earth, then it's like, well, then if Jesus came down to save our sins, it was only our planet, like we're the only fuck up planet in the whole world?
Exactly.
No, I don't think so.
Exactly.
That's some bullshit. Everybody's fucking up everywhere because drugs are great and sex is great. And the standard is way too high. And also hypocritical. So aliens come down, Christians got to go, sorry, my bad. You know, that's my thought. But spores, there's nothing in the Bible about spores. So I'll let Jesus slide for now.
Well, the thing about these spores is like, we got to take a sample and find out if there's anything close to that on Earth. You know what I'm saying? Because that would be fucking...
You know, they didn't grab the sample. They only saw the pictures after the fact, or back on Earth. Right. They saw the pictures, so there was no samples taken. They don't know. They still don't know yet.
Yeah, so it's got to be completely. If it's a completely new species and new everything, then great. But if it's got the same like molecular structure as like some shit on Earth, then that means that we somehow that.
Lot of questions.
There's a connection somewhere. There's some kind of unexplainable connection that's super distant. Like there's a reason. It didn't just fucking come out of nowhere. So it gotta. We inherited that from them, or fucking maybe. Yeah, I think that's the only way it can go, is that we inherited from Mars somehow spores. Somehow we inherited spores from Mars, and then that was the catalyst for some life on Earth.
Or Mars inherited it from us.
Well, I think the real question here with all this is,
Bill.
do these space mushrooms have psychoactive ingredients?
Exactly.
That's the real question here. That's what we all want to know.
We all want to know because we're gonna say, "Oh, this will take you to space." So those are space shrooms, right? Yeah. But are they real space shrooms, or do space shrooms do? Yeah.
Right. I don't know.
I would hope that was a different type of high. Like different types of mushrooms, like psilocybin mushrooms, as opposed to like amanita muscaria mushrooms, have a different trip involved. And I really do think the mushrooms I had out here in Asia gave me such a different trip than the ones that I've had from home.
Interesting. Maybe it's just because you felt different here because you did that thing with the lady boy. Do you remember? Because you did that thing with the dude with a bunch of guys. So maybe you just had a different outlook.
Could be. I have thought about that too. I was like, man, I've seen a lot of Asian art lately.
I think space shrooms, man.
Whatever happened to Clyde, by the way? I'm sorry, guys. Keep going. He never came back.
You look like you're hitting a control panel, man.
I am. All right. Wait, I don't even know how to get out of what I'm doing.
Do you think an eighth would be enough to fuck you up? An eighth of space shrooms? Do you think that's enough? Or do you think you would take more?
Hope so.
Maybe less. Got that space air.
Oh my God.
That space air nutrients. So what Lex didn't tell us is he's currently on a trip to Mars to get these space shrooms. And he was just hitting control
I would love it.
To redirect the route.
I would like to be able to I want to discover something and be able to name it whatever I name it, you know? I don't know what it would be, and I don't even have a name yet because I'll be in the moment. But I want to discover like an animal, preferably a monkey type thing that I could be like a, you know, Homo erectus kind of vibe to it. Like a Homo no Homo. I name it Homo no Homo. A Homo no Homo.
Homo no Homo. Homo no Homo.
Yeah.
Interesting. Would it be like a monkey that gives you compliments and then he's like, no, I'm no homo. He's like, no.
No homo, but you look great.
Is it a monkey that gives you uncomfortable? He gives you uncomfortable remarks and then he's like, but no homo. So homo no homo. Interesting. Actually, that is part of the human taxonomy in anthropology. It goes Homo habilis. It goes Australopithecus, Homo habilis, Homo no Homo, and then Homo erectus, and then it carries on into Neanderthal and Homo sapien, and then Homo sapien sapien. Actually,
what's the Homo sapien sapien?
That's anatomically modern humans are Homo sapien sapien. So that's like basically humans that are just like you and I, and they've been on Earth for like probably 200,000 years.
So there's Homo sapien sapien, Homo sapien squared, and then there's Homo sapien, which are just early versions of us that just might be a little off.
So wait, what did you say before Homo sapien?
Homo sapien squared, because it's Homo sapien sapien. I feel that's stupid to say, so I'd say Homo sapien squared.
I see.
No.
Gotcha.
What about just 2.0?
Yeah, Homo sapien 2.
Yeah, I like that. Homo sapien 2.0.
They make the distinction, I think it's the cranial capacity. The cranial capacity increases in anatomically modern humans. And then like with cave art and shit, and like we begin doing shit like burying the dead and making art. But the Neanderthals did the same shit, actually. The Neanderthals also buried their dead and wore jewelry and painted caves, just like anatomically modern humans at the very beginning of our species, or I guess of this chapter of our species, I should say. It's pretty crazy.
You ever think that like early caveman paintings were like just kids with crayons on walls? You know, like they had a lot better art, but like, yeah, they're like, hey, what are you doing? They got to wash it off.
Probably, yeah.
I'm taking away your
They're
paint.
not, I don't know. I don't ever understood what the big deal was. They're not even that good. They're not even that good at paintings. I can draw this.
I was hearing this theory that is about quantum physics and like the fourth dimension. We were talking about this a little bit last week, the other guys, Jay and Shawn, and about like two-dimensional doesn't know they're in two dimension. They are. And as we went through this as we're going through it, like if we as three dimensions went through a two-dimensional area, we would be perceived just as a line, right? And so as we travel through the third dimension, we only see this version of ourselves. And there is another like thing that is us in a fourth dimension. Right. Thoughts?
I think that exactly that the fourth dimension is our thoughts.
I think some people I think time is a dimension, right?
I guess I think of it as like a measurement.
Yeah,
I think time is.
But in the subject of like multiple dimensions, should look into like string theory where they talk about that, where like there's no fabric of space and time. It's just like a variety of different strings at different pitches, and we see whatever pitch we're fucking hanging out on, whatever frequency we're on. And I think that explains like, I like the idea of it. Yeah. Like I think it could also explain like ghosts and shit like that, why we see it. It's just like, it is kind of like a glitch in the matrix. It's like the string vibrates at a different tone for a second from another dimension. So ghosts are actually just fucking glimpses into other dimensions.
Uh-huh. Oh, I like that.
Have you guys seen Synchronic yet?
No. Is it good? You just watched it?
Which one?
Yeah, it's a lot like what Bill was just talking about. Synchronic with Andrew Mackie. I think that's his name. Anthony Mackie. That's the black dude from Pain and Gain.
Okay.
I don't know if those are
Clyde, what up, Clyde?
If that's a good reference or not. But Synchronic, dude. Anthony Mackie. It's
there he is. What up, boy?
Yo.
What it do?
Oh shit.
How you doing? How's Pennsylvania, buddy?
Fucking ass.
Where in
PA? I'm going to a cabin today, and I heard someone talk about shrooms. I'm doing some shrooms, so shout out to Bill.
Sweet.
Yo, you got cornrows now. Let me see them cornrows.
Yeah, they're falling apart right now, but you feel me?
Yeah. All right, I like it though. Well kept.
I think I feel like I gotta change my name from Clyde though to something else though, because I feel like a killer with braids. Oh shit! I was just looking for my phone.
Laquan is a strong name for someone with dreadlocks.
So
braids. You don't have dreadlocks, braids.
So wait. Okay.
I would definitely be more intimidated by Laquan than a Clyde. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Like, hey, have you met my friend?
Yeah, I feel you, but both of them would beat you the fuck up. So.
Fair enough. What were you saying, Chris? What were you saying before Clyde jumped on? Chris was saying something about.
Dude, you gotta watch this movie.
Guys?
Oh, Synchronicity.
It's a movie called Synchronic, and the main dude is black. He's Anthony Mackie, the dude that plays the black dude in Pain and Gain.
I just know that it took a minute for me to hear Mackie.
I don't know, but it's a sick ass. It's a sick ass.
Chris is the type of guy that thinks that every black person knows every other black person. That's what that is.
All right, Clyde. This is who I hang out with.
Clyde.
This is who I. These are my friends.
Nah. I know Chris is the comic out in Thailand. I see him on
Yeah.
I'm just a guy.
I've seen your videos too, Clyde. It's fucking good shit, bro.
Thank
Good
you.
shit, homie. Good shit. Yeah.
Where in PA are you?
Central Pennsylvania, Williamsport. Where are you at? Idaho?
No, no. White people live in other places too. I'm at the Jersey Shore, which is yeah, it is what it is.
Jersey in New Jersey?
You're right now, yeah.
Yeah, that's where the Jersey Shore is.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
exactly.
no,
Like legit.
The town over from me is called Jersey Shore too. So
Okay.
No, it isn't. Really?
yeah, it really is called Jersey Shore.
Wow.
You're still in Williamsport, right?
Does this look like I'm still in Williamsport?
I don't know. It looks like a golf course now.
Yeah. All right, so I got an act out I want to try.
All right.
Here's someone in the middle of COVID that has to sneeze. Yo, what's up? You hear about Tom Brady? Yo, you all right? Yeah, I'm good. Yo, you got polio.
Stupid.
All right. I got one more.
I was on a train and I had to sneeze and I almost took my mask off to sneeze. And I was like, that's exactly why the mask is there. And then I sneezed in the mask and I feel like that's the equivalent of shitting yourself.
It kind of is.
Yeah. I had to walk around with it in my mask the rest of the day. It was warm at first and then it got colder. It was just horrible.
Yeah, that's funny.
Shame yourself.
That's
a grown man.
What
You be ashamed of yourself.
That's what I miss about you, Lex. Lex, like your comedy and my comedy, like we take serious shit and we make it as fucking silly as possible. Like people fucking
not anymore. Now I make it not funny. It's amazing.
Fuck off. All right. I got another one. All right. Babe, you never post me. Like, I don't know if you like me or not. Like, you're hiding me. And then he posts her. And then she's like, why would you post that picture? I'm so ugly. All right, I deleted it. Wow. I'm working on that.
Yeah. Well, you had me laughing before you got it. You had me laughing.
Yeah, I want to do like act outs on stage like that. Like go on stage, like you guys like act outs and just do like a couple act outs like that.
Yeah.
Just call them impressions.
Huh?
Just call them impression. Don't call it an act out. Say this is my impression.
Impression, yeah, that's a good idea. Do you think
this is my impression of? I love impressions of things that aren't like not a famous person, but just like, oh, do you guys like impressions? This is my impression of an umbrella. Like I had an impression of an umbrella when I first started.
Like Mac's Purple Onion. Like he does the impression of like a gay snake.
A gay snake.
Yeah.
That's Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah, Purple Onion. It was so good.
Wait, so he does that on stage?
Yeah.
Does he set it up or does he not? Like I'm thinking about not like saying I'm gonna do an impression of this and then just doing it. Like does he set it up before he says it?
He sets it up.
Yeah, no, he does it like that. It's also like 15 years old though.
Yeah.
It's also from a long. This is my impression of a dude. This is my impression of a guy bombing a Zoom call. Just
yes.
Sorry. Thank you.
It's pretty cool though. Where's Shawn at?
They're doing a show tonight. They're doing a festival upstate. Jay. So he's up. He's either in travel now, or they're just waking up or something. But both of them are going to a festival in Ithaca. Stoner Morning Show is hosting some musical festival weed jam. It's amazing how busy we got once they started selling weed legally in New York. It's amazing.
Can you smoke weed there, Lex?
Yes. Oh, in Thailand? No, I'm not supposed to. I mean, physically I can and I have, and currently are. You know what's crazy though? It got me scared because they can blood test you. They could just, or take a urine sample. They'll be like, they don't have to catch you. They could just be like, we think you smoke weed, pee in this cup.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But it's just a bribe though, like not any real, they just do it to fucking, to bribe you basically.
It's tax.
Tell us to bribe. They put you in a corner and then they demand money for your freedom, basically.
Oh,
but
the cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah.
What? But if you get a piss, so here's the thing though, if you get stopped by a cop and you just say you don't have to piss, like at the end of his shift, he'll just let you go. If you can just hold it. If you can just hold your dirty, fucking cloudy marijuana piss for a few hours, then he'll eventually let you go because he's not gonna hand you over to the next shift.
So what happens? What happens if you get in trouble?
They'll ask for a good chunk of change.
Yeah.
I was walking down. I did a show at Khaosan Road, and some tourists from Seattle asked if they could smoke up with me. I was like, sure, no problem. We went in the back alley, and a cop drove by us. And I was like, all right, let's be done. Let's just walk away. And they're like, oh, no, it's fine. He's gone. One more hit. We won't be able to smoke weed again until we get back to the States. And I was like, all right. And as they're smoking it, I see the cop coming back. And I was like, give me it. And they didn't give me my shit back. They had the little one hitter. I had my weed in my bag, and I have a little sneaky little zipper area where I hid it. And they searched me up and down and couldn't find, and I went through my bag and everything, couldn't find shit. But they had the one hitter. The girl kept the one hitter on her, and she got caught, and they got yanked back to the station. I had to pay like 50,000 baht. So, or 30,000 baht. What is that? That's like $5,000 maybe.
Whoa.
Is that right?
30,000?
Yeah, 30,000 baht.
That's like 1,200.
1,200. Yeah, 1,000. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So it's like $1,000.
And you didn't hide it in your bag. You hid it in your ass. You hid it in your asshole. All right.
No, that was. I kept asking him to check it.
Stop lying.
I was like, it's in there. I
probably checked my ass there.
Show that shit. You shoved it away up there before the cops even came. All right.
Yeah.
Don't even lie.
That's where I keep my money too. Yeah. I don't hide it.
It's a prison wallet.
It is. One time I got caught. I was with my friend, and we were on ecstasy, right? And we're at a checkpoint, and my friend is rolling. We're both rolling balls, and I see a checkpoint coming up, and I'm like, okay, hey, just act cool, and we'll get by, no problem. Just act cool. And the taxi stops, and I'm looking out my window, right? And I look over to him, and he's next to me, and he's got the bag, and he's licking the inside of the MDMA bag. He's like doing nummies, basically, like rubbing the bag on his teeth. And the cop shines a light into the fucking window of the car, and then they yank his ass out, and they yank me out too. And then they're screaming at us, and then they're basically saying, "What the fuck's in this bag? What's in this bag? Is it cocaine? What is it? Is it meth? What's in this bag?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I was just hanging out. We don't know what's in the bag. We tried to play dumb." And then eventually they kept us for like 3 hours and just threatened us for like 4 hours. And then they eventually demanded a bribe of like 40,000 baht, which is like $1,500 bucks.
Crazy.
Yeah. And then we paid that in the morning.
It's
and then
worth it.
It's
the best money you'll ever spend.
Because they literally sat us down, and then they just told us all the horrible things that were gonna happen. They're like, "You're gonna go to jail. You're gonna get fucked up. You're gonna get basically tortured in jail. You're gonna have a terrible life. You're gonna be there for 5 years, and you're gonna get kicked out of Thailand, and you'll never be allowed to come back." Right? All this crazy shit. And then after a few hours of that, then they're like threatening to piss test us, and I'm like, "I don't gotta pee," just all these lies, basically. And then at like 5 a.m, they came to us and they're like, all right, you want to make this problem go away? How much money do you have in your bank account? Go give me all of that, and then you can go. That's what happened.
It's so fucking annoying.
Yeah, super annoying. Super annoying. But it's always worth
that's
it.
The best. That's the best 40,000 baht you'd ever spend, though. To not have to go to Thai prison.
And if you want to, and also you can add the extra cost of the ecstasy. You can throw that in there too. That was an extra like $30.
Yeah, and that's a killer. That's a waste of ecstasy when you're in prison. When you're sitting in a police station.
I think I want to try crack though. I'm serious. I don't really want to, but the fact that they could fuck up someone's life so easily and like they just have like a great time. Like if someone was like, all right, you have 24 hours to live, like I would definitely try crack, I think.
Yeah.
Shit. I got 40 years. I got like 40 years to live. I'll still try some crack probably just because fuck it.
Have you ever done crack, Lex?
No, but I know somebody who has, and she said that it was just like Coke, except like comes on quicker and lasts less. So I'm not scared of crack, except that I think it fucks up your teeth.
Yeah.
Or meth.
No.
Meth does that.
I think I smoked opium out here. I had some really shitty weed, but it hit me so weird when I was up north. And then somebody told me that they cured the same, like when they dry out the tobacco, they also have opium there. And so maybe, but I don't know. It felt different and it was great. It was one of the best highs. I'd love to smoke real opium though. That for sure I would do. I could be in an opium den. I would be comfortable in an opium den.
That's what I was thinking, like the 1920s, like back alley, like Chinatown opium den.
Yeah, it seems completely fine. That's the first Matrix. You know, just getting plugged in and just laying down and tripping out.
Except you don't learn shit.
No. But I'd be like the guy who sold out Neo, and he'd be like, I know this steak isn't real, but goddamn it.
It's good.
Yeah. Put me back in. Make me rich. They got a new Matrix. Clyde, are you a fan of the Matrix?
Yeah, fucking love the Matrix.
Yeah.
It's going on.
You could have been cast as a new they got a new Morpheus now.
What?
The Matrix has a new Morpheus.
No Lawrence Fishburne?
Is his name?
No. Lawrence Fishburne's not involved. They have a new guy. And like a younger version. I think my theory is that it's like they're doing the whole cycle over again. And and so it's like a young Morpheus. But like Neo,
Who's Neo?
Neo's Keanu Reeves. And he's taking the blue pill the whole time. Yep, exactly. Stunning. Shocking. I don't know. I'll watch it.
I don't know.
Those movies.
All I know is he showed him that shitty world. And it's like, hey, man, you can wake up and live in this shithole.
Yeah, I know.
Stay here and fucking live this great life. Like, what do you want to do? I'd be like, well, I'm going to fucking stay here, man. That place sucks. Like,
Yeah.
who the fuck?
Yeah. So you definitely, if you know, like I've heard that, you know, they have a machine now that can make a diamond. It layers carbon perfectly. So you can have the most perfect diamond.
Yeah.
And it's a real diamond made of the same shit as when you dig it out of the ground. But women don't want that as an engagement ring. Even though it's more cost efficient and more visually perfect, they don't want it because they say it's not real.
Yeah, because people have to die in order for it to be a real diamond.
Exactly. So that's it. Like a video game. It's not real. If you know that you have another life, is that what makes this real? Just knowing that you don't know that you don't get another chance.
So the built diamond is basically the Call of Duty of diamonds,
Okay. Yes.
and then the real
What
diamond
does that mean?
is like an actual like soldier. So
Yes. Because it can
You're,
be constructed again.
Oh shit.
you're an idiot if you tell your girl that it's a fake diamond, though.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Like
Yeah.
who the fuck would date a
You can totally
gemologist?
avoid that.
Like
It was, I think scientists or somebody just literally asked, once they knew that they could make it, they went out and just asked these women, which, like I said, like Clyde's a good point. Maybe the scientists didn't even have to tell women that they invented this. They could just let the men know who's buying these rings. Like, hey, we got a better, cheaper diamond that will shock all her friends.
Right.
As long as they're not Mexican.
I think
Why?
yeah, why?
we're Puerto Rican.
We'll just end it there.
I'm Puerto Rican. I know you want to deport me, but Puerto Rico is part of America.
Yeah.
Clyde's the one
You're
black friend I
white,
know that voted for Trump.
you're white when it's convenient for you.
It's true. Clyde, you don't know, man. I've been white out here. They paid me $300 a month just to be white.
Are you serious?
No joke.
What the fuck?
I had a job to be, Chris knows, he's nodding his head. I got paid to be a white guy for some Chinese company. 300
I saw
bucks a
that on
month.
Vice. Vice did a whole article about that. It's like a half hour long. It's really good, really worth the watch.
Yeah.
Wow.
About what?
Amazing.
Wow. Lex, you could have been on Vice, dude.
I have enough of those vices.
You fucked up, bro.
I know.
Not the fucking fake white guy job, but like the addicted to porn, or like one of those Vice documents. Not the one that Bill was talking about, but a different one.
So Chris, how long have you been in Thailand for?
Bro, I've been out here since 2016, and I went back for a week in 2017.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been out here for I've been out for 5 years. I came out here after college. I came out here. I was in college in the Marines at the same time, and then I left school and I got out of my contract at the same time. And then I traveled the world, and I ended up in Thailand. And I said, "Wow, this is some really easy pussy. I'm gonna stay here and just get laid and have a nice life." And I stayed. I went to grad school. I went to grad school for archaeology out here, and I found a comedy club. And I tried comedy once, and I did amazing. And I did really good my first time. And then I quit grad school, and then I dedicated the rest of my life to trying to do comedy, just working towards doing comedy all the time and becoming writing jokes, and then just fucking getting on stage and looking for opportunities. And now I run. Well, I used, because COVID fucked everything up, but I used to do shows with Lex every day of the week on Khao-san. We did that for like a year, and then after that, COVID kind of shut everything down.
Derailed.
So it's derailed the fuck out of everything. And I also run a comedy room once a week downtown. It's an open mic, and it's a very successessul.
It's honestly the only true open mic, because there's other clubs that'll say that it's like they do an open mic, but it's like
there's
really
stakes.
Yeah, it's not just stakes, because his audience, there's a real audience, but it's that they don't care that you're there to like do new stuff, where the other ones are like, well, you're just not famous enough to sell you, but they want you to come with a hard 3 minutes, 5 minutes,
Yeah.
But this one you could go up and just dick around, do whatever you want. It's good for me.
Do you guys know any Taiwanese?
We're in Thailand.
Yeah.
I don't know what that
Whole
means.
different place.
Oh.
But in Clyde's defense, it's actually kind of the same place. Actually, it's kind of the same. If you want to look at it from like a global, it's kind of the same. It's kind of very easily confused. Taiwan. I don't know. We have more.
Taiwan. Oh, right. Shit. So we have
The
Just
difference
Thai.
is
They
I
call them
think the
Thai
biggest-
people.
the biggest difference is that Lex doesn't have sex with dudes in Taiwan. I think that's the biggest difference. Lex doesn't bang any dudes in Taiwan. That's the big difference.
Yeah,
No, it's
yeah.
yeah. No, Thailand's different. Like it's not Chinese. It's kind of like we got a lot of influence from India as well. It's like a crossroad between China, India, and even like Indonesia type shit. So the DNA is pretty mixed. The average Thai person is kind of like a somewhere like a cross between an Indian person and a Chinese person, and it's like they're like darker, kind of like I don't know. I guess there's in the south they're darker skin, and then in the north they're very light skinned, and then you got everything in between. And it's a very crazy mix. Like my DNA, I got like Indonesian, I got fucking Cambodian, and my what's it called, Malay and Burmese DNA. It's all fucking super mixed.
Mongoloid.
Right, because all they were all trading and fucking with no condoms back in the day, and fucking fucking pushing each other's pubes up against each other and shit, and fucking is doing the dirty or whatever.
Wait,
so
did you say
it's super mixed.
Mongoloid?
Mongoloid.
You gotta backtrack. Did you say Mongoloid?
I did. I said Chris definitely has some Mongoloid in him.
Yeah, I'm 1%. I'm like 1% Mongolian or some shit.
Yeah.
1% Mongolian, according to my 23. I'm
30%. 30% lesbian volleyball player.
And 30% softball pitcher, right? Yeah, Mongolian. 30% fucking Ferris wheel mechanic. That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
They're 45% bus driver. Yeah, right. Filipinos.
Yeah.
Bus driver, right?
And 100% not allowed to go by school children.
Right. And 100% not allowed near kids. Right.
Yeah.
That's cool. That was a good guy. Yo, Bill, what are you drinking, dude?
I'm drinking coffee, but yeah, you'll probably know.
That's nice.
Oh shit, Wawa. Yeah. Wawa.
I got this coffee warmer with the old school Wawa cup. The
Chris,
design.
what's the Chicago Wawa? Do you guys have a convenient, like a 7-Eleven that's not?
It's like a gas station too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have like an AM PM. Have you heard of that?
Yep.
AM PM, and that's the big one. I think that's it. That's like the main one. We have. I don't think there's a Wawa's. Out in the country where I went to college, it's like we have like Road Ranger. Yeah.
Is that where truckers can take showers?
No, but it's where
golden showers.
yeah, it's
All
where
that.
they go to
All that.
it's where you meet your cousin to have sex with her, probably. I don't know. It's a very country. It's like you don't find it in the city. It's a very country kind of AM PM, like
They have like 30 versions of
man.
beef jerky.
right, a lot of beef jerky and a lot of like like shit like that, like shit you find in the country at a gas station.
And
Beef
to
jerky.
go
You got
get
7 different versions of how to fix a flat.
I can't think. Yeah,
Really
like fucking like fucking camouflage gloves and shit. Like I don't know, just like weird hunting shit, weird hunting bullshit. You know, I don't know.
Yo, I gotta go though. Yo, thank you. This was really fun. I really had a good
Clyde,
time.
thank you. I've been wanting to get you on. Before you go, you started a new podcast. Can you tell my audience what it is and how to find it?
Yeah. The Joe and Clyde clips on Instagram. It's a podcast where we just talk about everything, like new news, and my co-host is actively trying to get himself canceled every day. So just watch. It's amazing.
All right. It is funny. It is funny.
Sold.
All right. Miss you, brother.
Yo.
I'll see you soon.
Yo,
Nice
see
meeting
you guys. Love you, Lex.
Take it easy, bro.
You guys stay safe.
Love you, buddy. Out.
Take it easy, Clyde. Keep doing you. Bill,
Chris, how was the open mic today?
Huh?
Bill, do you have dogs in the background?
I do, yeah.
It's amazing.
He has one of the best dogs. His name is Skipper.
That's a great
He's
name.
adorable. He's one of the cutest dogs, and he is disgruntled.
Yeah, come here, you.
Skipper's bitten me multiple times aggressively.
Skipper.
And he loves me too. That's another thing. He'll like cuddle with me and lay with me for hours. And then he'll go and he thinks I'm leaving and he'll attack me too.
Well, you deserve it. You're a bad human being. You deserve it.
It's true.
You deserve it. I'm sorry.
The
open mic today.
Coming in and then getting out. You got to pay the toll, man. Skipper toll.
Bill, give us a quick Skipper story. Give me a good you might have already told me, but you could tell, just share. Give me a loving story of Skipper.
I love dogs.
Man. I mean, me and Skipper have a rad relationship. Like, I rescued him. So it got
what kind of dog is
like 5 years old. What's up?
What kind of dog is he?
Oh, come here, bud. He's an awesome dog.
Oh, no way.
Come here, bud. Come on. Say hi.
Oh, hey, buddy.
That's the dude.
Oh, there he is.
Oh my God! Look at him, Skipper. Yeah, look at that
He's
dog.
the
He's
cutest.
so adorable.
He's so cute.
He's like a little gremlin.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He behaves like one too. It's awesome. But like,
wow.
like I said, like I rescued him. I got him at like he was like 5 years old, and it was like an immediate bond. Like I could walk him without a leash. Like he would stay by my side. And when I first got him, we were walking around a park, and then he started chasing a squirrel, and then lost sight of me. But I had eyes on him the whole time. Like I knew where he was at. And I see him like stop, and then he starts looking for me. He's all like terrified and shit. And finally found me. So ever since that, like he's always just kind of stayed by my side. And when I lived in Brooklyn, I'd walk him around the block. Like he would just, like I said, no leash. Like he just chilled with me. And I would take him to the bodega, and he used to go inside the bodega with me until one day, like Bodega Cat came out of nowhere, just jumped out of the second shelf, attacked him. And then ever since then, anytime I'd go to the bodega, he would just sit outside and wait for me.
Dude, that's so sick.
And I remember the corner guys, I came out one day, and the corner dudes that hang out over there, they were like, "Is that your dog? He's gangster." So I'm guessing one of them tried to pet him, and he just like started attacking.
yeah. Don't fucking skip him, man.
Wow.
Hey, don't fucking skip.
But if you fucking bother him, man. Like,
Skip. That is adorable. I mean, I love dogs. Fuck.
Yeah.
I love small dogs. Small dogs are fucking. God damn it, dude. I just love small dogs.
I got him because I knew I was moving to New York. And I don't think it's fair to have like a large dog in a small apartment.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. Nice, dude. Fuck. That's so cool. Fuck, man. Wish I had a dog. I'm in my girlfriend's apartment right now, so I'm not in my normal habitat. Actually. Fuck, man.
It looks good. The camera framing makes it look like you're a guy who would talk to a girl on TikTok. You know?
I feel like I'm in like the bottom of a ship, or like I'm like below deck of a small boat. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like.
Yeah, totally.
I'm like captain's quarters of a small boat. I used to have I didn't used to have. I still do. I had to. When I first came to Thailand, I stayed with my mom for a few months, and when I was there, she bought me a dog. She bought me a Pomeranian.
Oh, awesome.
It was like a tiny little orange Pomeranian, and it was so fucking adorable. And I left. I went to go like this sad thing is I left because I don't want to stay at my mom's house because I want to get pussy and stuff. So like I had to leave this dog behind, and like I feel bad because I know this dog. Like a dog knows you. A dog recognizes you. It's just like you. It's just like a human being. It recognizes people. And I realized that this dog is just like, yo, like I just disappeared one day. He's probably wondering where the fuck I am. Yeah. And to me, that's the most heartbreaking thing. He just has no idea that I'm out here just slaying. I'm slaying out here, slaying it with these girls out here just crushing.
Maybe he knows. Maybe he just knows that's what you had to do. You know?
I hope so. But I wish I could go back and figure out a way to take him with me, but it really wasn't, and it still isn't possible. It's like, it's so hard to own a pet and live in a condo. And it's so hard. It's impossible.
Especially
You got
going out and doing shit. Like, you get a dog, like, that's it. You're fucked.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy.
Like,
wanna get
I had jobs that would have me working like 11 hours a day and shit. And the whole time it's just me and him in the apartment. So he's just there all fucking alone, and it was awful. And I just felt so fucking terrible about it. And,
yeah.
Right. Poor guy. He's probably wondering, like, where the fuck?
I'm barely employed.
Yeah, right.
Fucking. I play it back.
Does he get to be? Did you ever get him to be like a service animal where you get to like, or a comfort dog?
I got letters, but I never. I got letters, but I never like submitted them to fucking whoever I have to.
Okay.
I'm halfway there, and I've been there for the last 5 years. Like, just halfway there to register.
You could just, if you put like a suit on him, they know he's there to work.
Yeah, that's it. And a
You
little
know?
weekly.
I like the ones where you the front looks like a suit and they have little fake arms, and then the front legs are feet. Yeah, that'd be great.
I got one of those. I got him a sailor costume.
Oh, that's right.
When I could just, like, put it on and then laugh my ass off.
Yeah,
right.
That was the only reason, was to chuckle.
I remember when I had a dog, I got him snowshoes because I wanted him to go out in the snow, but he never would. So I got him snowshoes, and then he walked around like a cat for like a half an hour. He wouldn't wear them. Yeah.
So
it's like, it's so disappointing.
When you would take them outside, you'd take them out on like the sidewalk and shit.
Yeah.
So I found out from my neighbor when I lived in Brooklyn. You met her, and I found out from her it's because the salt on the sidewalk hurts their paw.
Yeah. It wasn't that. I would have to. He would go because I was living on Long Island for most of his life, and then we went out to California. We didn't have to deal with snow, but when he was in New York, I would have to dig out to where he wanted to take a shit.
Yeah.
Like I had to dig out onto the lawn too because he wouldn't walk on the snow.
Yeah, that's what we had.
He would. Yeah. He even. I mean, he was like Skipper's height. He was a French bulldog, and so even if it was just like an inch high, he didn't want to deal with it. He was so bothered by just going on regular snow. Hated it. He never wanted to go swimming either. That's the only time he ran away from me. I brought him into the pool. He was hot. So I put him in the pool and I just dipped him down to the bottom of his shoulders. Never went underwater. And he clawed up onto my shoulder and then jumped from my shoulder onto the outside the pool and then just took off and ran down the street. And I was like, He was fine. Wow. He was just like, what the fuck, dude? He just
fucking traumatized.
He's like, dude, don't do that again. Like, my bad, bro.
Wow.
You guys hear about Universal Studios and how they'd use a new Beethoven for every scene?
No.
Is that why you posted that?
The director would use he could only work with new Beethovens. So he would just take the one Beethoven and once the scene was done, discard it, bring in a new Beethoven.
Like kill it?
Beethoven's just fucking piled up.
I don't think they killed it, Chris.
Boom!
They just shoot it.
They just shoot it in the head. Jesus Christ.
No. All right. I'll throw this out there, not to be the contrarian, because that's fantastical, but I would think it's more like Lassie, where they had certain Beethovens knew what tricks to do. So like there's only one Beethoven that knew how to use a phone, and then another one knew how to like jump over a truck, or another one would pretend dead, you know? So I would think that's why, is that they needed multiple different tricks, not that they got into disagreements with the director about the acting.
What it was the director thought, the old Beethovens were gross.
Really, you disgust me. Be done with you.
Wow, that's terrible. Little pigs, because he's like, look, I told you to do this, you did it, you're worthless.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, don't look any of this up. Just take my word for it.
Yeah, I understand. I wouldn't. I would.
The fact. It's an alternative fact.
I feel like the late '90s was like a was the golden age for animals in movies. Like you had Beethoven, you had Air Bud, you had like Homeward Bound, Milo and Otis, right? These classic animal movies where they had right?
Yeah.
Well, but here's the crazy thing is like these movies made a ton of money, but you don't fucking pay animals to work. So like, you know, who you paying? Everyone that
I did know.
Fun fact about Milo and Otis.
I knew a couple. I knew a couple who owned a cat that was in movies, and they would just rent it out for like 30 grand for a month or something like that. So they did.
No way.
I mean, they're not getting Denzel Washington money to be a lead, you know, but you would get a good chunk of change, you know,
like fucking Air Bud.
Yeah, Air Bud, bro. Air Bud. What is their favorite Air Bud? What's your favorite sports Air Bud? Which Air Bud is the best?
There was one, not too many people know about it, but it was when Air Bud got into MMA.
Yeah.
No way. That's amazing.
Yeah, that was the one with Michael Vick, right? Michael Vick guest starred in it.
Mike Vick
guest starred. And it was
amazing.
You know, they had to shelf it, but I got to take a peek at it. It was pretty good. I mean, Air Bud kicked a lot of ass, but from what I understand, like it was a Beethoven situation where there were a bunch of Air Buds.
Yeah.
A bunch of Air Buds. It's
well, same thing with Milo and Otis. This one you could look up for Milo and Otis. There's a scene in there where Otis is fighting a bear.
Yeah, yes. Dude, I've heard about this.
And really, like, you know, a pug's not gonna fight a bear, and that's a real pug and a real bear like fighting. And basically, the movie was filmed by the Chinese, and they basically were just feeding this bear pugs. And
no,
yeah,
I never heard that.
You go watch it. You can look that up, man. That's a fact.
That is fun.
That is horrible.
Yeah,
it's one happy bear though.
Yeah,
that bear's like, these guys keep just giving me these pugs. Yeah. Like, I keep getting to eat these small dogs.
Oh my God. All right, we have another guest. I don't know who it is. I don't know. Bruce NYC is coming in, so I don't know. The guys didn't let me know about anybody else. So let's watch me muddle through this interview. Feel free to help.
I'm good. Oh.
We could talk. I like the camo, by the way, Chris. That looks.
Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't know Nike sponsored the Army now.
Yeah.
That would be great, by the way. I'd be a fan of that. If our taxes, it didn't go, but it was privatized, like you want to go protect your interests, go get sponsored by Nike, right? Like Nike Black Ops.
Well, like if this was if the Army wanted to be truthful about what they did, then if they use camo like this, it wouldn't say Nike, it would say like fucking like Lockheed Martin or Boeing or some shit.
Halliburton.
Yeah.
On their shit, right?
Yeah.
Uniforms.
Bruce, you're here, but your mic is on, your camera's not. Welcome to the show.
Oops.
Hello?
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but we can't see you.
All right. Well, at least we got started. Okay, let's see. All right, so I have to do here.
Maybe I'll put water.
There should be a little camera in the corner, a little picture of a video camera in the corner.
All right, sorry. Okay, so let's see. A camera.
Is it Elkie? I'll be patient. I do know if mushrooms were found on Mars, and they decided to try to. They found them edible and even psychedelic. It would be the most expensive. It would be the most expensive high.
It'd only be like that top 0.7% of the world.
It'd be like, yeah, only Snoop Dogg and his friends get to try Mars
I
mushrooms.
think Elon Musk would.
I hear shooting in the background. Is that a video game?
It's okay.
Is somebody at a gun range?
Bruce, you there?
I'm at the airport in Kabul right now. I'm at the runway. All right, sorry.
We don't have to wait. We can keep talking, and if she figures it out, she'll join us.
Yeah, Bruce, tap on the top right corner screen, and then it should drop down, and you should be able to click.
Mute, start video.
Yeah, that's the one.
There's a line. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Ah,
Oh, there it is.
Can you hear me now? Oh, wait, now
I
you
can.
can't hear me.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Cool.
Can you hear
What's
me?
up? Yes, we
There
can.
we go. There
How are
we
you,
go.
Bruce?
Now you can hear me. Now you can see me.
We're doing
Hello.
it. Technology. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Good to see you. I'm in Chicago right now. Where's it?
Oh, nice.
There. Oh, like that. There we go. I'm in Chicago right now. We just got in. And
Okay.
that train ride was 14 hours. I got on in Washington, D.C. It was really
shit.
nice. We went through the mountains of Pennsylvania and Maryland, and it was just beautiful. I saw the Great Lake. It was really, really fun. It was one of the most fun train rides I ever had, 14 hours.
Have you
It gets
done other?
cold.
What's
What's
the
that?
longest train ride you've been on? How many train rides have
Oh,
you been on?
probably that one, 14 hours.
Yeah, that's a good run.
Wow.
Did they have
What
a
up?
car that you could walk in where like a bar car?
Yeah, I didn't get up. There was a food car. I didn't get up. I didn't go to see it.
What brings you to Chicago?
Well, I'm just traveling through. I'm just waiting for a train to get to St. Louis. I'm going to see the Stones tomorrow night. The Stones are opening tomorrow night in Chicago, St. Louis. So I'm going to go there. And then after St. Louis, Charlotte, then Pittsburgh, then Nashville. I'm going to follow the Stones for the next couple weeks.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's going to be a blast.
Groupie.
Very cool.
Very cool. Yeah.
Right now, there's a football game going on today here in Chicago versus the Notre Dame and Wisconsin Badgers. So it's packed. There's like
Oh, wow.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's going to be at Soldier Field. So that should be fun.
That is cool.
Wow.
Very cool. I didn't know Notre Dame played there.
Yeah, they're from South Bend.
This is
They're
really
not too far
cool.
away. I'm originally
This
from
is
Chicago.
really cool.
It's a beautiful
Yeah,
place.
What's that?
Chris is originally from Chicago. What do
Oh,
if you're
nice.
traveling, if you're following around Rolling Stones, like, is it a good band to like? What's the drug of choice at the concert?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Like last time I saw a lot of people smoking weed. Yeah, I mean, it was just
Okay.
like everything. But yeah, nothing crazy anymore. Those days are over.
Viagra. A lot of Viagra and cholesterol.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, just add.
I'm inside, so I have to wear that.
Daily
You have
baby Tylenol. Yeah.
by ibuprofen.
Very fun.
It'll be the first opening night without Charlie. So that's going to be kind of emotional.
Okay.
Crazy.
How long have you seen the Stones before?
Yeah, numerous times. I've seen them. I went to opening night numerous times. Like in 1989, Philadelphia. for Steel Wheels tour. Then in '94, Washington D.C. for the Voodoo Lounge tour. Then in 1997, Chicago, Soldier Field. They opened Soldier Field. Then in '99, San Francisco. They opened No Security tour. Plus, I saw them in Amsterdam. I saw them a bunch of times. Only like 24, like 24 times total.
No shit.
So not like
You said
hundreds.
you've seen the opening. You've been to the opening a couple times. Do you
Yeah,
think
opening
that
night.
so opening night, do you consider like there's probably some really crazy energy for that? Do they get better as it goes, or does the first one's really good and then the second one's kind of a lull and then it gets better as it goes? What's your opinion about when's the best time to see?
Still there. The energy's still there. Yeah, the
Okay.
energy's definitely still there. With the band still got great energy, and the everyone in attendance has still got great energy, and more young people. Parents are bringing their kids.
Not bad. That's cool. Yeah, I could see that.
What's your
That's
favorite?
why they don't have. That's why they don't have as many drugs anymore. Because the kids are there.
The kids keep stealing all the drugs.
Oh, cool. Awesome. What's your favorite Rolling Stones song?
I don't know. Miss You's up there, but I also like Bitch and Paint It Black, Street Fighting Man. Street Fighting Man's a great one. There's so many.
Yeah,
But
they've been around a while.
Definitely,
There's no one.
I like Out of Control too. That's a very soft ballad. That was off the Voodoo Lounge album.
Have you ever been to a concert where they didn't play a song and you're like, how could they not have played that song?
Well, not the Stones, but other bands,
Yeah.
and you're just like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah. Doesn't make sense.
A few times.
I
But
used
it
to,
happened.
Did you know that they might have found mushrooms on Mars? Do you have an opinion about that?
Well, thank goodness. They want people to move there. They better have them.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I'm glad to know that there's mushrooms somewhere else. All right.
Is that a
Fair
true
enough.
story?
Yeah, well, they have pictures, and you can see it. You can Google this, mushrooms on Mars, and they have photographs of it, but they haven't right now because they don't have any samples. They don't know for sure. So some scientists, they assume right away that it's more like maybe like rocks that got uncovered by dust, like wind, and the dust moved. But the way the photographs are saying right now, honestly, the smartest choice is it might be mushrooms, but they're not going to say we know that there's mushrooms until they actually get, a sample of what they took pictures of. But the pictures were time lapsed of, it looks like round caps coming out from under the soil, and they come out and recede progressively. So it looks pretty good right now.
Nice.
Would you agree that if we found intelligent aliens outside of Earth, that Christians would have to be like, all right, Jesus wasn't like the one true God?
Oh, I don't know.
No, I don't know if you're Christian or not. I'm sorry if you are, but this is my what I've been putting out there since we keep seeing more and more UFOs. Is I grew up Christian, and I feel like the story is that God sent down his one true son to sacrifice his life for humanity. And if there are aliens outside of Earth, then why did he waste his one son on us?
I think they'd keep their faith. A lot of them.
I know they'll double down, but
Yeah.
I'm saying my argument I feel is sound.
What about this? What if aliens came down and they believed in Jesus?
Already?
I would, if aliens believed in Jesus, I still
Yeah.
wouldn't believe in Jesus.
Really?
I'm like,
I think
I'm on the other side.
I
I'm like,
tip
well,
my hat.
I would not. If aliens believed in Jesus, I still wouldn't believe in Jesus. I would be like, nah, you guys are wrong.
What if they're coming back to see him, but they live like 2,000 light years away, and they're like, by the time they get back,
2,000 light years.
everything changed.
That's a song. That's a song I want to hear. 2,000 light years from home. That's the one.
Yeah.
But you guys, I'm going to sign off. I got to get something to eat. I just got here. I just want to
All
do a
right.
quick update. But tomorrow night, I'm going to be live streaming from the parking lot. I'm going to be live
Okay.
streaming tomorrow
Where-
night.
Where can they
5 o'clock
find you?
English time. Yes,
And
I'm going
where-
to live stream from the parking lot for 2 hours before the show.
And on what are you going to stream on Facebook?
No, it's going to be through the Stoner Morning Show, and it'll go out over Facebook and YouTube.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool.
Very
I know
nice.
we're helping you out. All right, cool. Thanks.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you. Thanks for checking in with us.
My
All right.
pleasure. It's nice talking to you all. I'll tune in tomorrow.
Enjoy,
Take
Bruce.
care. Bye-bye.
Enjoy your night.
All right, cool. I'm really involved in the production of this show. You can tell. You know, they really rely on me for the responsibilities of what to do. I literally just book my best friends to come help me out at the last minute. But I'm having a great time, and I thank you guys.
Great time.
And, you know, separately, I both told you guys that I wanted you guys eventually to meet. So now this was like, I made it happen.
Yeah, good.
I do think I told Chris, I think you guys would get along so well that either you would kill each other because you guys to me are similar, or you just would realize you don't need me, and you guys would just be buddy off and go on to your own adventures and leave me.
Later,
Yeah,
bro. Yeah.
You were saying Marines, man. I was a Riverine in the Navy.
Oh wow.
I was in a Riverine. So we'd probably start talking about that shit, and then Lex would just like
Right.
fade
And
it
then
off.
Lex would just go do some Jehovah's Witness bullshit and some
Yeah.
talk about low belts and shit.
whatever.
I'm
Right.
fascinated with it because you guys both are also such contrarians and nonconformists that I find that you guys hate yourself so much that you put yourself in the most conformist situation.
Sounds about
Yeah.
right. I definitely.
Yeah, something like that. I was just, I don't know. To me, it was a lot about I just wanted to see some history shit. I just wanted to be part of this event. And then looking back, I realized that was really foolish. So I think I did it for, maybe I joined for the wrong reason. But I mean, clearly it's all fucking bullshit. But even if you told me it was bullshit back then, I still would have done it because I'm like, but that was so, I thought it was just so important. And like, I thought it was such a real thing, you know? And I think a lot of that is living in the shadow of like World War II people, basically. So like, you kind of, it's like, yeah, you got to serve, you know, hey, did you serve? And fucking, I don't know. I'm from a community kind of like that. And,
I hear that.
you know, and it's just, but it's all bullshit. And like, those people are not amazing people. They're just, they don't have anything else to do. So they did that. You know what I mean?
Well, how about let's talk about because I think, you know, I didn't join the army, but I did have I know this. If I grew up in a tribe of like a couple hundred people, I would want to be a warrior. You know, I would want to be one of those men who are like there to protect the village and that kind of shit. So I think that that's part of us as like we evolved to have to that. There's something in us, right, that some men want to know. And I think that's why we do sports, to try to like see physically what we're capable of compared to other, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe I
But
feel like if I had to get thrown back in that kind of like time, I would just be like now knowing what I know, I'd be like, yeah, I'm cool picking berries back here.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Collect these. You guys go do whatever the fuck you want. I'm gathering up blueberries.
Is
I'm
that
gonna go
while enlisted?
What?
While enlisted, Bill, like they
Oh,
go
no,
out
I
on their
was
mission.
I was all in. I was
Yeah.
all about it. I loved it. I still miss it. It's a life experience for sure.
Yeah. Totally.
It's like a
Well,
whole.
I think I mentioned it, Chris, but you have one of the coolest jobs is to go play paintball with like enlisted people, right?
Yeah. I'm op 4 for
Wow.
I guess
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
op 4
I know.
for ammunition range.
Opposition force.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Okay.
Oh
But-
shit, that's recent. You did.
Yeah,
Oh, that was.
This is yesterday.
So you. Oh, that's so
Ooh.
dope. Oh, so they call you up to be Op 4?
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. That's
Yeah,
awesome,
that's my
dude.
job. So I'm a
That's
professional.
good. You're out there. You're like the scout team basically of like the military. It's like the scout team. They run the plays
Yeah,
on.
he
They
red
practice
shirts.
the plays on you.
Yeah, he
Right.
red shirts for the military.
That's pretty dope. Yeah. I was
How come
It
we can't do
was-
that for war? Why do we have to have real stakes? Why can't we just have paintball?
Yeah.
We play paintball with other people.
or like a sporting event.
For like
Just plays-
yeah, hey, you can't invade, Afghanistan or like Uruguay. And so we send in our troops and Russia sends in their troops and then we play paintball.
You know,
And then the guy's like, I'm out,
lacrosse.
Huh?
You know lacrosse, like that
Yeah.
super like white guy sport.
Yeah, I play lacrosse. I
It's
played in
another
college.
thing. Yeah, I played too. I played in high schools. I loved it too. Fucking great.
It is a super white guy sport. It is. Yeah.
White bro.
Yeah.
It's actually a Native American sport, and it started up as like a form of warfare between tribes. They would play each other, and the goals would be like miles apart, and these motherfuckers would be like playing, scoring goals and shit. The only thing is like the losing team would either be like captured as slaves or just fucking straight up murdered. Like that's
Yeah.
what
Insane.
for, and that was their form of war.
Yeah,
That's fun.
I'm a fan of that, except the death part. But if you get to like take them as even slavery is, I guess, rough too. But I remember watching, there was like a Star Trek episode where they get to some planet, Star Trek Next Generation, and they got to a planet and they were at war with each other, these two superpowers, but they played it as a war game, right? And so like they'd get bombed and they're like, oh, 30,000 people just died. And you like, but then they made people walk
Ender's Game.
into a room and kill themselves. They were like, well, we have to kill. So they didn't actually blow up the buildings or destroy anything,
But they
but
still
the death toll was real. Yeah. And they literally made people die.
wow.
That's like the plot to fucking Ender. Have you seen Ender's Game?
Yes.
I think it's a kids movie actually. I might have saw it by accident. But yeah, that's like the same thing. They trick the kids into blowing up a planet because they think it's a simulation, but they're actually in a no shit real pitched battle, in a real pitched space battle. Fucking and they blow up this planet and like pretty much wipe out this species of like weird butterfly people or some shit. I don't know, it's weird. I stopped watching it. It's weird.
No, you're exactly right.
It's just like a long time
It's a
ago.
good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like it.
Yeah.
Actually, I read the book. I read the book, and they have multiple. They have another story too, but I haven't read it yet. But I think it's good. I like sci-fi, and I'm not smart, so I want a kid's book.
It's perfect for you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Norm Macdonald was the most influential man in my life because he raised me. I can't. You know what's so funny about Norm Macdonald is his cadence is so specific that I've been watching so much of him and not communicating with other humans that like my internal monologue has that like pausing and nasal Canadian voice to it. Like I'm gonna go make myself some eggs this morning. It's like what is happening?
That's your
He's
internal
so funny.
monologue.
I am lonely.
So myself and a lot of other people after he died, like probably watched a lot of like Norm Macdonald videos.
Yeah.
I was really digging like his Conan appearances where he would just set up this super long, just awful joke and just waste everybody's time with just such
Amazing.
an idiot punchline.
I love it. Conan said with that piece that Norm was there for the first segment, whatever happened in that one, and then Conan was like, let's do another segment with you. And Norm's like, I got nothing. What are you talking about? I got nothing to say. And so Colin Quinn had just told him that joke, but the shorter, real version of that joke. And
the moth one.
He asked the producer, like, how much time do we have to fill? And he's like, 7 minutes. 7 minutes. You know? It's like, all right. So that was what he did to fill his time. It's so ballsy. And the other thing, the new information I heard is like his roast, when he was at the roast for Bob Saget, and he did like all the hacky dad jokes.
Yeah.
When it happened, like you watch it now, and they added the laughs. They said it was dead silent. Like the only person who was laughing was Bob Saget and like three comics on stage.
Yeah.
That like they added the laughter because everybody was like, "What the fuck is happening?" And he just bombed on purpose.
Yeah.
You know,
but he did not care.
No, well, he did it for Bob Saget. What a great tribute, right? You know that it's going to make your friend laugh the most, and that's what you're there for. Like,
that's true.
Funny. He started off by talking about how Bob Saget brought him into comedy and like made him big, and then just goes on with this super terrible set.
Yes, it's amazing. It's amazing. I love it.
That's amazing. That's so funny.
It was deeper than just bad jokes.
Dude, what are you drinking, Lex? It looks like you're drinking like river water, dude.
He's in the gym.
Yeah, it's river water. It's like it has electrolytes.
It's gross. It has diarrhea lights. I don't know. It has
electrolytes.
Electrolytes. Oh my god.
It's coffee. It's
okay.
It's coffee. But the river does look like Willy Wonka has a factory up river.
Sure. The river here is nasty, bro. Wait, so you said you're a riverine in the Navy?
Yeah.
Is that like what is that like small boats? Like, is that like small gunboats basically that like PT boats type shit?
Yeah, I was in a small PT boat. I wasn't in like
no shit.
Like, so we merged. It was called Mezeron, and then we merged with a riverine squadron. And basically,
is that Swick? Is that the same thing as Swick? We
used to call ourselves Diet Swick.
Okay, gotcha. All right, I feel you now. Yeah,
definitely not as high speed. That's for sure.
Gotcha. Okay.
We just did like a cruising speed.
Gotcha. Nice. Baywatch Swick.
We would go out in like the small boats and escort in like supply ships loaded with like fucking explosives and ammo and shit. We'd go meet them out in the middle of the ocean, set up a perimeter around them, and.
That's amazing. You hear that, Lex? You're talking to a fucking hero right now, bro.
I know it.
It's fucking amazing.
He was a hero to me before he enlisted.
That's so cool, though.
It was fun.
So wait. When you were gonna get killed by the drug dealer, that's when you were my hero.
Or do you still fuck around with boats at all? Has that remained a part of your life at all? Like boats?
I wish. I miss the boats, man, so much.
Interesting. Yeah. I feel like the Navy was like Navy would have been my second or I don't know. It was either the Navy. I could have easily went to the Navy or Army. I think because I've always considered myself like an ocean person.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not even fucking close to an ocean, but I've always like imagined it in my head, like, oh, dude, like I'm comfortable in the ocean and on boats and shit, and I think that would be. That must be hard to just go from like living on a boat to fucking
middle America,
having nothing to do with boats at all.
Yeah.
After.
Well, I still live on the ocean, so I got that. Like.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Yeah.
So
I think I could totally see. I could see Bill in that sweater walking out from a MacGyver boat house and just drinking some coffee, looking over a pier with a little mist on the flat.
That sounds nice.
Staring off at into the horizon with like zero hope in my eyes.
Yeah, just like all my friends are dead.
I'm all alone there. That's pretty funny. Damn, that's sick.
But I'm like that now. Like I can't live away from the ocean. Like I gotta be on either coast. I can't. I don't know. I don't think I could do like middle America. Like I'd freak out.
Middle America sucks.
I think that's natural. I think the people who live in Middle America are like real weirdos. You know, like as a human, I mean, we're naturally drawn to the coast. Where I think we were like before, we're the only primates that have the fingerprints that when you go in the water, it gets bumpy. You know, you get prune fingers.
Yeah.
We're the only primates that do that, and it's proven that we're more dexterous with with that, right? So like we've evolved to get wet fingers, you know, get prune fingers when we're wet. We're the only primates that can give birth in water, and the baby's cool, and babies swim like that.
Yeah.
So I think that we. What?
Oh, did you say mammal or just animal?
We're the only. We're the only. Yeah. Well, probably both, because I don't think fish have fingertips either.
Oh, okay.
But
I
right.
thought you said we're the only animal. I'm like, I'm thinking about all this aquatic life out there, just like juicing
No,
out.
I'm thinking primates. That's what I'm.
Really,
thinking,
primate, right? Because like there's whales and manatees and shit that do that shit.
Yeah.
There's all types of mammals that live in the water, bro. Like there's but primates.
No, but I think that we're coastal monkeys. That's what we evolved from, is coastal monkeys, and that's why like fish oil and the protein of that shit is like one of the healthiest things that we can eat. Super good for your brain, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like we started as like fish monkeys, like monkeys that fished and went fishing, and then like whatever happened, like floods came in, pushed us inland, and we had to go eat mushrooms chasing cattle. And then when we got red meat, that's when our protein, we started getting big, fucking strong, you know. But before that, we were just like little hominids with super cool monkey brains.
I mean, obviously, you guys forgot about sea monkeys.
Right.
I always do.
We've just grown.
I want to grow sea monkeys. I had some, and I started making some, and then my girlfriend dumped it because she didn't know what I was doing. I was like, now I got monkeys in my sewers. They're gonna grow massive.
Shit monkeys.
We had in school, we had sea monkeys in like third grade. Everyone in the class got like a cup full of sea monkeys in a glass cup, and like super weird. I remember, I'm pretty sure I took a sip of it too. I'm pretty sure I put some in my mouth and I spit it out, and it was like super salty. It was like brine shrimp. I was like
that was semen.
They're not
semen.
monkeys.
It wasn't
It was
monkeys.
semen. It was actually
semen.
They're little feeding shrimp.
Yeah. But I remember looking at them through like a microscope or something like that, and being like, dude, like
cool.
Yeah, it was super interesting. Like I think that was, we did a bunch of cool. That was cool shit. That was actually really cool science shit. I like that. But then
yes,
I would have loved that.
But that, it's so stupid. I don't know.
We had crawfish.
Yeah,
we had crawfish when we had crawfish when I was in like second or third grade. We had crawfish that we had for like a semester in science class. That's about it, though. We didn't have to go into a microscope to see them. And I bet you they got eaten at the end of class.
I remember doing it with plant cells. That was the thing.
With what?
With plants. Like you throw a leaf in and look at the
plant. Yeah.
Because that's
dude.
You can just rip that.
That's so cool.
I'm a big fan of the seed, like a lima bead in a cup with a wet paper towel. I'm all about that. I'm all about that.
I'm about that science life.
Science lab. That's life.
Fake diamonds.
That is life. What they should do in school is they should.
How about this now? Remember that Superman took a giant piece of carbon like coal, and then he squished it down and made a diamond for Lois, and she had no problem.
Yeah,
you know,
that's a good point.
Yeah, but Lois is like she's a simple country girl. She's from a small town outside Metropolis. You know what I mean?
No, she's a city girl. She's a Metropolis girl. He's a small town boy.
Living in this lonely world.
She's streetwise.
Anywhere, and that's how she ended up in Metropolis.
Yeah, right. And it goes on.
I always thought Lois Lane would be like a fifth girl in that New York Jessica Parker show.
Sex in the
Fuck.
City.
Yeah, Sex
Did
and
you
the
ever
City.
watch? Did you ever watch
I
the
can see
show
Lois
Small-
Lane.
You ever watch Smallville?
I did. I was honestly, that's embarrassing. I'll admit, I loved it. And I think
Yay.
Tom Welling is one of the best Supermen of all time.
Almost, dude. Yeah, Tom Welling. Actually, I like Smallville a lot because I like Tom Welling, and I liked fucking Lana, bro. Lana was like, I was like 14, 13, and I remember seeing her and like I remember just stopping, like dropping everything I was doing, and just like, holy shit, who is this person? Like what? Like what? Like how could a chick be so hot? And like, yo, super, like, dude, if you're Superman and you're trying to impress Lon, like that chick, like, how are you not gonna immediately be like, yo, by the way, I'm fucking Superman, and like, you should just be my girlfriend? Like, how do you not use that immediately to get laid? It blows my
Especially
mind.
from Lana. Yeah.
I gotta look at this.
Or even Lex. Like, I like that show. I like that Lex Luthor a lot too in that show.
Yeah. That actor's
Yeah, I love
funny.
it. Yeah, he's a great actor. I loved him. And
I mean,
Good character too. But you know what was annoying? I will say this. Bill, did you watch this show too?
I'm more of a Lois and Clark guy.
Yeah. Sure. This is the one thing I don't know. Like, this is what bothered me about Smallville was that they were all friends that all consistently lied to each other all the time, and all they had to do was be open and honest, and then no bad things would ever happen. But they were all like, I can't tell this person anything. And it's like, that's your best friend, you know? Yeah. And all of them. It was just constantly just lies and deceit and drama.
That's so many stories and shit. Like,
yeah.
Like, it was people were just like, hey, fucked up here. Check this out.
Do you remember do you remember Lex Luthor's dad? Lionel Luthor, he was an evil blind. He was blind or something. He was also blind, if I remember.
He got blinded. Yeah, he got blinded.
He got blinded and became evil and influenced his son to be evil, basically, something like that.
Lionel Luthor.
Lionel Luthor.
Wasn't it his girlfriend that was blind? And then he did that whole thing. He was like, "Hello, is it me you're looking for?"
No, that's Lionel Richie. That's Lionel Richie.
What?
Lionel Richie. I can see it in your eyes.
Oh, okay. That's a different.
Just confused a little. He was also black.
He was also black.
Yeah, but what's that have to do with anything? Like,
I'm just saying it wasn't Lex Luthor's father. Lex Luthor was white.
It could be. They could be related.
Could be, man. Like,
like a cousin or an uncle, maybe.
Dad.
Could have been adopted. You're right. I shouldn't tell you what the American family is, modern American family.
If you were Superman, if you were a Henry Cavill Superman, all right, in that universe, like what would you do? The first thing I would do is be like, I'm gonna just be the king of the world, and like I'm gonna make everything nice. You know what I mean? I would just be like, yo, I'm gonna be the king of the world. Okay, I'm gonna spend a day. Yeah.
On Amazon.
Okay.
If you have like Amazon Prime and you could stream stuff, Invincible's like this superhero show that's basically like that.
Perfect. Yeah. See, that's how you know it's a good idea, because someone thought of it already.
So they just started running stuff, huh? They became they're superheroes and they just start running shit like gods.
Well, it's a long story, but like it's worth the watch. I don't want to like spoil it for anybody that's trying to watch it. It's really good. Also, The Boys. The Boys is awesome. If you never saw that,
is it really?
Yeah, it's.
I'll watch it. I'll try. I trust you, but I know it made another season, and I heard people said it was good, but I didn't trust them. It just didn't look like it would.
It's so good, man. It's like if heroes were real, what they would be like, and they're like spoiled celebrities and shit. They have like sponsorships and all this other shit, and publicists, and it's good. And the boys are just like regular dudes that have to like take out these superheroes when they get too powerful.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Cool.
That's
Cool.
cool.
It's funny too. They have a lot of like. It's good.
Bill? Did you see Nobody? Did you see with
Bob
Okay,
Odenkirk?
I figured because I just love Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
I do
Chris,
too.
Bill and me. What I want to ask you, Bill, just because I think this would be good, and I need to watch. What's the last really good shitty movie? Like, you know how we used to watch just the worst and best movies.
Let me
Do you have
see.
any suggestions for me?
Did watch something pretty fucking great.
You gave me that what was that documentary recently you made me watch? That was about Tiffany.
Oh, I think we're alone now.
I think we're alone now. That documentary is amazing.
Yeah.
That's a
I
great
think we're
Chris.
alone
If
now.
you want to watch a great documentary, it's about the singer from the 80s, Tiffany, and she has all these stalkers. And that's what
It's only two. It's their two biggest fans.
yeah, but no, there was like 3 or 4 other ones, but there was definitely 2 that were more than the others.
They were essentially stalkers. Like,
And I love that both of them thought the other one was kind of weird at first.
Yeah.
It was great. It was really
one
interesting.
of them has Asperger's.
I've heard of this movie.
One of
It's
them
a
has
Peter Dinklage.
Asperger's, and the other one's a hermaphrodite.
That's right. Yes.
His father
That's
got
hilarious.
Agent Oranged in Vietnam.
Jesus Christ. Sounds like my father, dude. Sounds like my on my Asian side, obviously.
Yeah.
My Asian side. Agent Orange. Ew. I was in a roast battle with We had an international roast battle here, and I was Thailand, representing Thailand, and I was roasting a dude from Vietnam, and I had a joke. It was like Vietnamese people are really superstitious because they believe an orange powder can fall from the sky and turn their kid into a vegetable, something like that, something along those lines, something terrible.
It is terrible. That was terrible.
That is pretty bad. Yeah, and I lost that. I lost that battle.
With
Not
gems like that, how could you lose? Amazing.
That's what I said.
There are 20 people.
I think I told like 3 Agent Orange jokes in a row, and they're like, "Oh, come on, I just lost. This is bad."
That is some
Wow.
kind of like super villain shit, though.
It is
Yeah.
super, dude.
Yeah,
We're
it's
totally.
like- Like, that
How are
sounds-
we not the most evil
Bad.
dudes? Like we literally made. We just made a bunch of people like not retarded, but just disfigured and just fucked them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's so fucked up that we did that. And
think-
I've been. They have like the kids like, dude, they still feel. I've seen this in Vietnam. Like I have friends in Vietnam, and they have like hospitals, or they have like orphanages basically, but all they do is take care of kids that are affected with Agent Orange, and just insane, just like the so many deformities, just they're, oh god, it's out of a horror movie.
It's
Poor
crazy.
kids. Yeah, they're still
Yeah.
dealing with that shit. But what was that movie? So wait, that's the movie with there's a midget, right? Peter Dinklage is in it as well. The Tiffany movie.
Oh no, Peter Dinklage is not in the Tiffany movie.
That's not
No,
the
he's not. He's not.
I'm thinking of a toy because I googled it.
Imagine that was his first movie. And then he got some help, and then broke his addiction.
It's called I Think We're Alone Now. Is that it?
Yes.
Dude, if you Google I Think We're Alone Now, the first movie that pops up is a Peter Dinklage movie with him and this chick. And I thought that's what you've been talking about this whole time.
No,
not.
but if you go to
Okay.
YouTube and write in, I think we're alone now, Tiffany documentary, and you'll see it.
Okay, documentary. Gotcha. All right, good. I can't wait. I'm also looking for new shit to watch. You should watch. Have you seen Synchronic?
No,
No,
yeah,
you asked.
earlier.
Yeah, I did it. Sorry, I'm retarded. Sorry, I got hit with Agent Orange. Sorry, I have Agent Orange in my body. I forget things sometimes. Jesus. I heard I don't know.
Bill, do you have it? Did you think of a movie suggestion?
Oh, movies. Oh shit, I forgot I was still on that. I thought we were talking about.
No, I was stalling.
Let me see. I didn't know I was supposed to be looking for it.
That's right. While he's looking it up, Chris, tell us about Raw Comedy Asia.
Nice. So Raw Comedy Asia is the platform for, it's the online platform for Raw Comedy, which is the weekly open mic in Bangkok. And it's also, we've also expanded. And before COVID, we were doing shows around Thailand under the banner of Raw Comedy. So Raw Comedy Asia is our YouTube channel where you can find our podcast, which is called the Raw Comedy Podcast. And right now we have about 18 episodes, which is about 30 hours of really fun and just wall-to-wall nonsense and dudeness. We talk about absolutely everything, and from the good to the bad to the serious to the hilarious and fucking, you know, everything. Everything you could possibly think of as a dude. You know,
it's a lot of time spent asking if animals are racist. That's a definite normal topic of conversation.
Right. And basically I look at it like when I first started doing it, I'm a big fan of O&A. I'm a big fan of Opie and Anthony, and how they just sit down and just talk shit for hours. And I want to have that kind of catalog. I want to have like a back catalog of content, basically. I can basically a big advantage, like as much as it is for people that want to listen, it's a lot of it's for us as well as comics. Like I feel like that's what we have to do, is find an excuse to show up and have an expectation, and also to just workshop premises and to just talk, just to bounce ideas off each other. And especially in COVID, especially in Thailand, where there's no stage time at all, and like we're just now starting to get a little baby dick fucking like cunt hair worth of stage time per week, you know. So it's
you kiss my mother with that mouth.
No, but no.
All right, thank you.
No,
all right, Bill, what do you got?
Well, what it was I watched, like I went back and watched it, and I'm sure you guys have already seen it. It was Superman 4: The Quest for Peace. God.
Wait, is that when he fights the guy, the sun nuclear guy? He creates the guy by throwing an elevator full of nuclear bombs into the sun or something?
Yeah. He disarmed the world of nuclear bombs, and then Lex Luthor and who was it? The guy from 2.5 Men, who was not Charlie Sheen, the one without AIDS.
Ashton Kutcher?
John Cryer. No. Plays the nephew, like some new wave nephew. Some nuclear dude somehow, and it just makes zero sense, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, that's a good one. You know what? I haven't thought about that movie. That is terrible. I would like to watch that again.
I forgot.
Best Superman, not the actual Superman, because we all agree it's Tom Welling, but I think it's Superman 3 with Richard Pryor, he fights himself. when he's in the car crashing place. I think that's the best. And he goes back to those guys in the diner in like Wisconsin and just takes a punch, and the guy hurts his hand.
What?
Good job. And then he fell off a horse at the end.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Was Richard Pryor really in
Superman
3?
Yeah.
Superman 3?
Yeah.
He was a hacker, wasn't he? Or like some computer nerd?
Yeah, he was a computer nerd it was like the first time they used that thing where he took a fractile of a penny and put it into a savings account.
Oh, okay.
And then all of a sudden he had like $4 million in 3 days. Like it was way more than he thought, you know?
That's The 19
something like that.
Angelina Jolie, Johnny Lee Miller smash hit Hackers.
That's a brilliant movie. I love the perception of a mid 90s, what the internet would gonna be, kind of lawnmower man shit, you know?
Going in.
Yeah.
Light.
I just watched that Tom Cruise movie about those guys in the water floating around telling everybody they're gonna kill people. Minority Report. I just saw Minority Report.
That's a great way.
Yeah. And that was what the movie was. If you haven't seen it, it's great.
Yeah.
But it's disappointing because I feel like we've gotten a way more of a grasp of what the future is going to be. So you don't get to see ridiculous Tron type things anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Even the new Tron was way too cool, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. They had like ATVs and shit.
Yeah. Olivia Wilde is hot.
Minority Report kind of scares me. Like, I feel like it's kind of real. Like, you remember that guy that had like that stupid fantasy about murdering his wife, but he never actually did. He just wrote about it.
Right.
He threw him in jail.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was fucked up and shit, but
Minority Report.
it is kind
I
of
like
Well,
that.
this is why I'm anti-vaccine mandate. Pro-vaccine, anti-vaccine mandate. Because I don't want people to get arrested for their dreams. And that's where it's going, people. That's where it's going. All right. Give me Bill your Instagram handle.
Oh shit.
If you want people to know. If you want people to follow you. We have okay, forget it.
I don't really post
And
anything.
Chris is at Ralph God, RAUF God, GOD.
RAUFGOD.
And Raw Comedy Asia. Check it out. Guys,
Yeah.
you guys are two of my best friends too. I get to do this all the other time with other best friends, but you guys, thank you so much. I love you guys very much for doing this. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you both soon.
Good
For
time.
sure, man.
Later.
Good time,
All right.
man. Thanks for having us, Lex. Bill, great to meet
All
you, dude.
Likewise.
All right.
Totally, man.
Signing off. Thanks, guys. Oh, and if you guys are up north, anybody watching this, there's a festival tonight in the Finger Lakes area. Go on our Facebook thing and see. There's tickets for it. There's weed vendors and music, and I bet you there's going to be cotton candy for sure. It seems like a place that would have cotton candy.
Salesman of the year.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Later, bro. Later, Stoner Morning Show.